What is up, you guys? In this video, I wanted to share with you Dave Ramsey's baby step number 1, which is to save $1,000 in a starter emergency fund. So before you start Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps, I recommend 3 things. So the first is, if you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, I recommend looking up some videos of him on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel as well, and that'll give you an idea of who he is and what he's all about. So there's like hundreds of videos about him on YouTube, including his own. So that's the first thing I recommend you do if you don't know who he is. He has a background in real estate. He became bankrupt when he was a millionaire real estate agent. Now he's a millionaire again, if not a billionaire. And he helps people get out of debt and save money and live and give like no one else, as he says. The second thing I recommend you do before you start these baby steps is to commit to stop borrowing money. Just stop. You have to have your why, and I'll do a video on this if you want me to about my why, but you have to have like, why are you committed to doing this journey? So, you know, is it for your kids? Is it for your spouse? Did you go through something stressful and traumatic and you just had it? You've just had it with debt. You figure out your why, and that's going to motivate you through this whole thing, because it's going to be a journey. They call it a debt-free journey. It's not going to be, you know, a one and done thing. There's 7 steps, and the last one is to live and give like no one else. So it's like for the rest of your life. So it's a whole different way to like save money, spend money, and plan for your future. It's a whole different way of thinking. So that's the third thing, is to know your why. So first, look up who Dave Ramsey is if you don't know who he is already. The second one is to commit to stop borrowing money. And the third one is to know your why you're motivated to start this. Okay, so you're ready. You're ready to start this journey. You're ready to get $1,000 cash in the bank. Where do you start? So what I did is I created a separate bank account for my sinking funds, which I'll get into in another video, and my emergency fund. So the bank I use daily for like groceries and gas and stuff, that is a totally separate bank account than my emergency fund and sinking fund. So I don't look at it all the time. It kind of helps me forget that I have it. Like, I know it's there, it's easy to get to, but like I don't have to think about it as much. I just know it's there. It's $1,000 because it can't be too much money, because you need your money to pay off your debt. So, but it's got to be enough to get you out of something that may come up, you know, like a minor car repair, something like that you'll have this emergency money for, to pay for that instead of using a credit card again. So be honest with yourself. If something comes up and you want to use this money, is it really an emergency? Can you wait? Do you really like you need a haircut? Like, do you really need this haircut? If you don't get a haircut, are you gonna die? Like, I don't touch my emergency fund unless I look at it like, if it's gonna ruin the way I make my income or injury or harm. You really need to be honest with yourself, because something is gonna come up while you're on this debt-free journey. Something is gonna happen, okay? No matter who you are, no matter what situation you're in, something is gonna come up. It's just a matter of when. So this $1,000 is to prepare you for that. So it can turn like a disaster into just a minor inconvenience. Okay, it's gonna keep you on this debt-free journey. Having this $1,000 saved up, it's just gonna keep you on track. So I have heard Dave Ramsey say that $500 is okay for your starter emergency fund, but that depends on you, your job security, how much money you make, but he really pushes for having $1,000. And this $1,000, it's not supposed to make you money. It's just supposed to sit in your bank account. It's just supposed to be insurance, basically. So it's not supposed to make you money. It's not supposed to earn interest. It's just supposed to sit there. Its job is to just sit there in your bank account and be ready for when you need it if an emergency comes up. So the emergency fund, it's insurance, right? So just like your car insurance or your life insurance, insurance doesn't make you money. Something comes up at your kid's school and you need to pay for it, and it can't wait till the next payday. I don't have kids, I can't think of what that could be, but it's really gotta be an emergency. Okay, so where do you start? To get this $1,000 in the bank, you gotta think about where you can cut the little things, where you can save, what you can sell. I've sold things on the Facebook marketplace. I've sold things on there. I've sold stuff on some other apps that I can share. If you want me to share how and where I've sold stuff, let me know in the comments. But I've sold things on the Declutter app and Facebook Marketplace. Little things like, are you getting a coffee on the way to work every day? Stop it. Are you paying for things to be delivered to your home instead of going to the grocery store yourself? Stop it. Are you paying for little extra things here and there? Stop it. Are you paying to get your nails done? Are you paying all this extra stuff? Are you paying to get your eyelashes extended? Stop it, okay? You've got to take a hard look on what you're spending your money on, and if you want to really get out of debt, you've got to stop spending your money on these things, okay? Like if you get gas and you go into the store and you get a little Red Bull, you get a little snack, stop it, okay? And getting this $1,000 starter emergency fund, it can be easier than you think. With this Facebook Marketplace going on, this business, you can easily sell enough stuff to get on there, to get enough money for your emergency fund. So start looking at what you can cut. Are you getting subscriptions you don't need? Are you getting subscriptions that you forgot about? Are you paying for extra things like Amazon HBO, Amazon CBS All Access? Like those things cost money. If you don't need Amazon Prime, I have Amazon Prime, but if I was still going through my debt-free journey, I would not have Amazon Prime. I would just have my necessities and just throwing money at that debt. You know what, if you're trying to think about how you can sell stuff, think outside the box, okay? And go back to basics too, but have a garage sale. If you know someone that's looking for something, try and sell it to them, you know? Don't be modest. You need to get out of debt. So sell what you don't want, sell what you don't need. When I lived in Idaho and I was going through my debt-free journey, I had DirecTV. So I cut my DirecTV, I had internet, and since I had a cell phone plan that had reliable data, so I cut my internet, no satellite, I just used my phone data. So I cut my DirecTV, I cut my satellite, and I had 2 subscriptions. I had a subscription to Gym Crate and I had a subscription to BarkBox. I cut those immediately. I did not have Amazon Prime yet at that point. So I canceled my DirecTV, I canceled my subscriptions, I canceled my internet, and I looked at switching my phone company. So I had T-Mobile, I still have T-Mobile, but I looked at switching to AT&T, and I looked at switching to Cricket, which I think is owned by AT&T, I don't know for sure. But anyway, I was getting the lowest I could get anyway, which is, when I called at the time, it was $55 a month. So that's what I pay right now. It's $55 a month. The phone, like the actual phone device, people don't think about this, but you're paying for that phone. So pay off the phone, that's part of your debt too. And so then you just have like the monthly data plan. So in addition to those things, I also looked at lowering my car insurance. So on Dave Ramsey's website, there's like experts and like things for you to compare car insurance rates and things like that. I'll get into that more, but someone assisted me with finding the lowest car insurance I could get. It's all free. So I just sent him my car insurance plan, and he was like, yeah, this is the lowest you can get right now. And it was. And when I moved back to Alabama, it went up again because of deer, according to them. So I'm probably gonna look at doing this again just to see if I can get lower than what I've got. But those are the things I did when I started this whole journey. So this is really going to impact how you socialize with people. So think of ways that won't cost you money to hang out with people. If it's bringing your lunch to work or having people come over to your house to socialize, everyone bring one thing or something like that. You think outside the box when it comes to that. So I'm going to teach you a really important tip. Hope you're ready for it. It's a word. The word is no. Say no to people. If you hear that, that's Titan. He's just laying down. Say no. I know this is hard for my introverts out there, but you've got to say no to things. If people are like, hey, we're having a potluck, you got to pitch in this amount. No. Hey, we're having a Secret Santa, do you want to participate? No. Like, hey, we're going to go do this thing, it's a group, it costs this much amount. No. Hey, can you come to my kid's birthday party? It costs money. No. Like, you've got to learn to say no. And it doesn't have to be obviously that aggressive and straight to the point, but you've got to learn to say no to things, because it's these little things that are going to keep you from getting out of this hole, okay? So you've got to stop paying for the past, and you've got to start preparing for your future. And the first step is to say no and save this emergency fund. So happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. If you're watching this video timely, my father is my why, and I'll go into that story in another video. But I'm wearing this shirt for him. He's from Leipzig. So he's my why. Why I got out of debt, why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm still doing what I'm doing, and I'm just very grateful to have him as my why. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and tell us what your why is. What got you started to save your emergency fund and get on this journey? And I'll see you next time. Bye.